I see that you're drinking the champagne.
No, I'm having a Miller High Life.
Yes, that's the champagne of beers.
Beers.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I actually, so there was a Christmas.
That was a nice setup. That was
good, right?
That was good. Because I didn't see what she was drinking. I was like, she got champagne?
I was thinking, I'm like, I do have some champagne, but I don't think it's the right time.
It's always the right time for sure.
Come on now, girl. It's always the right time.
Actually, so two or three Christmases ago, Miller High Life, because it is the champagne of beers,
Right.
they bottled it in a champagne bottle and was selling it.
Oh, I remember that.
I have it. I have one in the house.
Like you're like a collector? You didn't open it?
No, I didn't open it. I didn't open it. So maybe we need to open it sometime and drink it here.
Do you want to hold on to it like X-Men #1? Like you?
Yeah,
you think that's gonna go somewhere.
Maybe.
You
never know.
Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my... Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my...
We get our shit in!
Yeah, it's all about getting our shit in! Welcome to Bacon is my podcast.
Yeah. Where we are brought to you by our patrons.
Yeah. 100%. We're brought to you by our patrons.
.com
and we're
/Bacon is my podcast.
And we're still being heard by you because of you. So you guys are the best.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
We also happen to be sponsored by Wild Bill's Sodas, drinkwildbills.com. GrillYourAssOff.com.
Indeed.
Get your rubs and seasonings for... it's still summer. It's still grilling time, man.
It's always grilling time.
Dude, grill until, like, your grill is frozen over.
Right. If there's
and even then,
giant...
chip the ice off of it.
Yeah, chip the ice off.
Grilling
it's fire. It'll melt it.
The absolute best.
It'll melt it.
And poddice.com. Get 10% off at any of those by using the promo code BACON.
Because everything's better with bacon. And Jimsy.
Yeah?
How are you?
I'm really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in a great mood. You know why I'm in a great mood? Because we just had an awesome conversation.
Yes, we did. We had an awesome conversation with...
Another Canuck.
A Canuck. We love Canadians.
Yeah.
I mean, Canada is really appealing to live.
Except for the cold.
Right. Well, the cold...
If there was an area of Canada that didn't get winter, I would have already moved there.
Yeah, we would have been there already. Okay. Well, anyway, Sam
and that's
Casey.
just because I'm totally a pussy.
She is a super awesome singer-songwriter.
Yes.
She's got a new single out called New Company. Check it out. The video and the remix video is out now.
Yeah, her style is very kind of like jazzy, bluesy,
rocky, poppy.
Yeah, she's a crooner. She covers an Etta James song, which is incredible.
Awesome cover.
Her new single is very like there's like low smoky vocals in it, very like Joss Stone if you're a fan of that kind of stuff. Which
Fiona Apple.
Yeah. Not as low as Fiona Apple, a little bit more raspy than that, but yeah, like that style is very like that, like you're gonna listen to the words that I have to say, and her words are very important too. Everything she writes is straight from like her journal and life experiences. It's amazing, and what's crazy is that we didn't even get into that in this conversation at all,
No.
because her bacon is Lord of the Rings.
Right. I know nothing about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we had a great conversation.
So Jim and her had a great conversation. I learned that I need to fix some of the things on my browser,
right?
That'll make me be able to share screen.
Yes, that also we tried to share a picture and that did not work.
It's because of all the fucking updates.
You'll hear it though.
It's
you
all
guys
the
will hear it.
updates.
You'll hear us struggle through that moment, which is great, and you'll hear her laugh at us many times.
Yes.
We had a great, just a great time, a great conversation.
She was a lot of fun.
A lot of laughs, a lot of fun. We were all drinking a little bit. It was good times.
Yeah. So, I mean, do we keep talking or should we just get...
Let's go.
Get it. Let's
go now. Let's go now.
Now?
Now.
That was enough space for me.
I know, but you won't.
I will.
Because it'll be better if you don't.
Yeah.
Fucker. So we got a new sponsor.
Yeah, sweet balls, bro.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm pretty sure you can guess by that conversation that our new sponsor is Manscaped.
Yes, Manscaped, a company that I'm very familiar with.
Me too.
A few years now. I've been using their products, and I tell you what, my marbles have never been shinier.
I actually got their lawnmower 3.0.
Yes,
which it has skin safe technology, and they've just upgraded to the 4.0. And let me tell you, I loved the 3.0, but the 4.0 is just so much better. It's got a light on it. Do I really need a light? Yes, you do.
Visual aids.
Yeah,
Visual aids
you
are
absolutely do.
sometimes,
for sure.
Sometimes in those crevices, that upper leg, inner crease.
Yes, agreed.
It's a tough spot. So the Perfect Package 4.0 contains the Lawnmower 4.0.
Yes.
But one of the things that I am a big fan of is the Crop Reviver.
Yes.
They call it. It is. They call it the Ball Spray Toner.
Yes. So it's
those marbles.
What else is in the Perfect package as well is the ball deodorant.
Yes.
It's the Crop Preserver. It's an anti-chafing. So when you walk a lot, I don't know about you, but sometimes I get the chafing. I should probably lose weight, but instead I use this.
I'm just a fan. I've always been a fan. I was super excited when you told me that we got the email from them saying that we could now offer a discount to our listeners.
Yes.
I thought that was super cool. So
and men and women can use it too.
Absolutely. It's not just a man thing.
So if you want, you can get 20% off.
Yeah,
your order now.
A big deal.
That's a big deal.
Pretty awesome.
Use the promo code BaconPod. You get 20% off at manscaped.com. So go ahead to manscaped.com. Save yourself 20%.
Yeah.
Use the promo code
BaconPod.
And make your marbles clean.
20%
off. Shiny.
Check it out, manscaped.com. Highly recommended and used by your boys here at Bacon Is My Podcast. Like I said, keep those marbles shiny.
Whoop, whoop.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's DJ from Marvel 9. And when I'm not busy doing the Hard Rock Lunchbox or the Top 20 or absolutely anything else, I'm listening to Bacon Is My Podcast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to our favorite part of this part of the week, right? For this person,
our favorite part of this part of the week.
Yes,
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it
because they're like, obviously people get to consume this when they get to consume it. Right?
Indeed.
Now we drop it on Monday,
right,
or Friday sometimes, but they don't always consume it on Monday.
That's true.
So maybe it's on their way home from work. Their way home from work on a Wednesday afternoon.
Right.
Perhaps it's that.
But
either way.
On a cart on your way to the Shire.
Indeed. I don't know what that means.
That's all right.
But we'll get into that.
Because
we'll
our guest does. Our guest does.
On the way to the Shire. It's all fine.
Yes. Today, welcome to Bacon Is My Podcast. Obviously, it's that part of the week again.
It is that
for
part
you. Not you.
No.
But
well, for me too.
No.
This is the longest.
It's not always about
intro
you.
Ever.
It's not always about you, Jim. Not always about you.
Sometimes.
Today, it's about
sometimes
our guest.
Yes.
Singer-songwriter. Brand new single, new company, out now. Check out the video. It's pretty fucking good. Actually, it's well
really cool.
shot.
It is really cool. It's well shot. Yeah, it is good.
We'll get into that. But Sam Casey, what's going on?
Guys, what's up?
What's up?
Thank you for joining us. It's really cool that you're here. So like in the past for this show, it's generally like rock, hard rock. I mean, we like to like scatter in, like we've had hip hop acts, we've had ska acts, we've had other genres of music. But
we've had professional wrestlers and we've had mediums.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the mediums would have been so cool.
Oh my god,
they're very cool.
Their gnome answer was the best ever.
Yeah,
best ever, because she was like, "Oh, they're rambunctious," and I was like, "Oh,
yeah." She was
spirits. What's going on? What's on?
Yes. So she was also. So this is Patty Negri. She won.
Patty Negri, yep.
She won a golden gnome.
Mm-hmm.
We mailed her a golden gnome because she won one.
Cake.
She ended up coming on baking. No, she bought it. She bought it.
Bought us either way.
But she
I don't
bought us a
care.
cake.
There was a cake.
I mean, she was in LA,
Yes.
but
right.
she
We
bought
didn't
us a
get to
cake.
eat any of the cake, but she had a cake.
Yeah, but she
She showed
also
up on Zoom-
she
on
also
cake.
the gnome ran away
Yeah.
when she was doing her acceptance video,
Yeah.
and then she later found it and did like a post.
Yeah. It was
saying,
it was super,
"Hey,
it was super weird. Like,
I literally tried to find this everywhere because like she was away doing stuff, and she came back. She opened the package. It was there. She loved it. She put it down, and then a day later, she couldn't find it for the life of her. And that's like part of her acceptance speech.
yeah.
And then she emailed or DM'd or whatever it was, and she's like, I found it. Like it was right there.
It came back.
But I swear I looked there
Yep.
every single chance I
Those
could.
gnomes, though, you know, Romeo and Juliet, like when no one's looking,
Yeah.
they're out there
Yeah.
gnoming.
Rambunctious AF.
Underpants. The South Park underpants gnomes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. I thought you left.
Now she,
Oh, no.
she get another
Not
beer. She
leaving,
got another
don't
beer.
Okay. But yeah, dude, thanks for hanging out with us. Whereabouts
Are you in
hanging out?
Toronto currently?
I'm in Toronto currently. Yeah, I'm living at my parents' house. I'm broke as a little bean.
Yeah.
Well,
Just-
musicians do that.
Musician.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm just trying to get through. But yeah, things have been really exciting in Toronto recently with all this. I just did a show at the Garrison, so that was really cool. And we've been doing some cool video shoots. And we just released a new company remix music video today with Alex Exists, and that was
Oh, cool.
very fun.
Nice.
So that happened recently.
It's
Nice.
super cool. Yeah, I mean, so we've usually like gone the rock route, but she is very much like R&B, pop.
Well, you know what? We go.
Like,
we go.
it's-
For those of you
yeah.
listening, you might be used to the rock route, but we go the good music route. And we go the
Yes,
songwriter
yes.
route. Like,
That's kind of what I
rock
was trying to
acts,
get to.
we always gravitate towards like the songwriter aspect of things because we're both songwriters. We're both in bands.
in the
we're both-
rock world.
Yeah, we both are in that kind of
But our appreciation
world and genre. But like, good songwriting is good songwriting, and a great performance is great. We're both singers, so a great vocal performance is a great vocal performance, and like your vocals have like this. So okay,
they stand out.
yeah.
They fucking stand out.
So the first thing I saw was the video of I'd Rather Go Blind, right? Which is literally you deadpanning the camera, and it's you into the camera and everything, and like I completely zoned out and stopped watching the video and had to go back and watch it again to realize that there were like people behind you and like things were happening. But I just kind of like got into the moment of the vocals and the performance of the vocals because Etta James is not an easy task.
No.
Like that's like Etta James as a singer and as a vocalist, like her voice just like brings things out of you that are like, oh shit, why am I so sad? Like it just it's one of those things. It just happens. And I'll say, like, you really vocally captured that song really well. And I'm not normally a fan of covers per se. I love to hear people's original music. I like to hear what they're writing because to me, that's a window to you. And finding out more about you and finding out that everything's from like journal entries and life and the things that you've gone through, that draws me even more in because that's where my writing comes from and all that kind of stuff. So it's like that same kind of thing. But with the first thing me hearing, like that still was the first thing I clicked on because I was like, Etta James, all right, let's see how she does. Let's see how she does Etta James. And I was ready, honestly, to be like, because I just don't care about covers.
Yeah.
But you killed it. Honestly, like you got me in the feels. You got me to like my shoulders went up a couple times. I was like, "Oh, you motherfucker! Why'd you do that?"
Yeah.
Like
I think
your voice is great.
I've become desensitized to a lot of Etta James stuff because of fucking American Idol. Because people try and do it.
I don't watch that shit.
And it's I tried out for that shit, and I didn't do well. That's why I'm here.
I tried out for twice.
But also,
American Idol's lost.
But yeah, like you become desensitized to people going, I'm going to try and slay the beast, and it's like, please don't, just leave it alone.
Well,
it's fine.
I'd Rather Go Blind is not the song that most people pick either. So,
no.
So what gravitated you towards that song, and then how did you even like? And then I'll never talk about a cover with you again. But like, how did you even approach like how you were gonna get yourself into that?
Well, the cover I chose because my family, we love Etta James.
Yeah.
And my little sister does musical theater. And she has a big, lovely, chesty voice.
Yeah.
And she actually did that song, for some concert when we were younger. And I loved the way she did it. And so I kind of always loved playing it live and stuff because I have a bit of a rasp in my voice, and that comes out at certain points. And so playing at bars, people like that one. But then actually when we were doing the Cover-Rama project, which that song is on with the Pop Guru Sound and Vision label, there's a bunch of different artists from the label that are on that project. And I was going through a pretty shitty breakup at the time when that was filmed. And I would say the way I got into and the vocals for that, I went back in and did the vocals and filmed within 3 weeks, and it was just a bad time.
Shit. Okay.
So I feel like the emotions were there, and they kind of wanted to be let out. And then I've been listening to that song since I was a kid and singing it, so there was no struggle to relate to the lyrics. The lyrics I just know and are in my brain. Right. And then when I do sing live and stuff, I have a tendency to get really emotional with it because I listen to the words I'm singing, and that song ended up, coming out pretty great. But I just have mad respect for Etta, and I feel like in that perspective of it, I just wanted to create something that was worthy of covering her, because I know sometimes covers, it's oh my god, this is I can listen to what
wow, right song.
Yeah,
right.
So I didn't want to disappoint, and I mean, I felt pretty good with the way it came out. But actually, when you guys were talking about rock music and stuff, the stuff I'm doing now is very pop rocky. So
okay.
It's kind of going in from this R&B to then pop rock with lots of drums and grungy guitars and stuff like that.
Nice.
Okay.
So we might be there at some point.
Well, I know that New Company kind of had you were kind of going with a 90s flair for Joss Stone type of empowerment type of thing from that too. So you were drawing
1,000%
kind of that area when you were trying to look as far as how it was going to sound, right? Mm-hmm. So what where do you draw your inspiration from? Where Etta James, Joss Stone, right? We've got crooner vocals, we've got amazing vocalists, we've got bluesiness, we've got jazz, we've got rock, we've got all that kind of stuff. Where did your kind of inspirational kind of what's the backbone that made you what music do you go to when you're they wrote this song for me? What's that?
I feel weirdly Supertramp. My parents introduced me to a lot of
Supertramp's fucking awesome. Yeah.
And
super underrated band.
Yeah.
They're just every song that they create, I'm fuck, I wish I created this. That's the one artist that I go into, and I can listen to every album all the way through and love every song. And even if it's not my favorite, I'm I still love what they did with this, and I still love the way it sounds in headphones and stuff. So I feel Supertramp for me was to me, they didn't really stick to one type of genre or fit into one thing. So I was kind of if these guys can do whatever the fuck they want, why can't I just do all these
100%.
Different genres and see what works? So I feel like they were my like inspiration. Like I listened to, of course, like Rolling Stones, Etta James. I listened to a lot of like Louis Prima. I don't know if you guys know him growing up. He's like big horn, like all that stuff. So there was so many different inspirations, but Supertramp was the band that I was like, oh, I love all this music, and I don't feel like I have to like choose a direction and then only ever do that direction. I feel like I can do a bunch of different things, and they actually blend a bunch of different genres, so maybe I can blend some stuff like they do.
Oh, that's
I love
awesome.
that.
That's very cool.
And we literally just talked about it on the last episode too.
We were just talking to another artist that is kind of doing the same thing. He spent a lot of his career doing rap, and is now putting out like almost a pop punk record.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it's just, but it's legit and it's genuine.
Yeah.
It's not to fill any need. It's not to hit a genre. It's like, he literally was like, yo, I started jamming with these people and this is what came out and I fucking loved it. And so we went with it.
Yeah.
And, you run the risk a lot with your listeners and your fan base of being like, what are you doing? I want you to do the same thing over and over and over again, but I also don't want you to repeat yourself. Like you can never win there. So to have that mindset of, hey, I'm going to go into this with this idea that I can do whatever the fuck I want is awesome. I think that's awesome. I think everything else is kind of like an antiquated way of looking at music in general, because people don't listen to only one style,
Well,
why
that's what
shouldn't
I'm
we be able to
thinking.
play?
And I just never grew up, like my parents weren't like classical people, and they weren't like just classic rock. My dad listens to like tons of Toots and Bob Marley, but mainly Toots and the Maytals. Like he's a huge reggae fan, and like he goes to, anytime they come into the city, he goes to them and he loves them. So I've always just kind of grown up being like, why do people just sing one genre? And then it just, I get the branding thing, and trust me, my manager it's a constant struggle with us. He's like, oh my God, back to the brand, babe.
Right.
But I mean, in a way, I kind of think it's a brand itself when you're just like, I don't really.
Well, the issue
isn't the brand you?
Yeah.
I feel
like
I don't know. I'm only doing what I can. I'm not really trying to like.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
No, I feel like but so the issue too, to me, is like the generation that we grew up with so many different ways of doing music and so many different styles, and like and as you get older, or in the newer generations rather, some people are more accepting of other genres, and they're like, oh, I like that, I like that, and it's everybody's open to it, whereas like we always talk about it, Jen and I talk about like, oh, well, this generation can't talk about their feelings. And it's like, oh, but this generation, they can, and I feel like that's the same. Right. Well, yeah. but at the same time, I think that's the same way with music, where it's like, hey, listen, back here, they were still trying to like develop something else, and they developed something else from these. So like now we have even more to draw from. So, why can't we all explore that kind of thing?
Well, we've been going that way for a long time. You look at the big shows that concerts in general have been kind of going downhill, live shows for a long time. But you look at the concerts that were very successful. You look at things like, go all the way back to Woodstock. There was a lot of different genres on that bill. You look at Lollapalooza, a lot of different genres on that bill. You look at the Warped Tour. You look at Bamboozled. All those things. It's a lot of different genres. Whoop, whoop. So what? Absolutely. And you get that, but you get that with the people that are putting on bands that aren't the the establishment giant sellers. You're not getting Beyonce on Lollapalooza, and you're not getting I'm trying to think of like the biggest rock. You're not getting Imagine Dragons on Lollapalooza, but
I think they did play.
Maybe that. Well, they did when they were coming up. But once you reach a certain point, they just kind of like they put you in a box, and then they're like, okay, let's get your fans in this building all together, and let's put some bands with you that will appeal to those same people, and let's do that. And they do that even on the smaller level, like where we're at, and then at the bigger level, like where you're at, where they try and put you on a bill, and you try and book something, and they're like, okay.
This is appealing to all these people.
Yeah, you're in a rock band. Well, here's our rock night, and it's like, yo, you can put me on any night. Put me on whatever night you want to put me on. I'm okay with it.
I'll figure it out.
And they're like, no, we don't want to. People aren't going to leave. People listen to different shit, like
and
everybody.
Crazy. Once people are into it, they're fucking into it. Like they ain't
absolutely,
no matter what it is, they're like,
it's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. And if you keep the vibe going, it doesn't matter what style it is because they're going to be into it.
Yeah.
And if your goal is to, hey, everybody in this room, I'm going to make sure has the best fucking time, then
they will.
It doesn't matter what genres, what bands, what things are happening. You can put a hip hop, a pop rock, a pop punk, and a metal band on the same show, and everybody's going to go home.
That's amazing to me. Like that sounds like the best 6 hours of my life. Like
me too.
Less
100%.
ear fatigue.
Me too, because I tell you what, you put any one of those genres and you give me 5 of them in a row, I'm out by 3. I'm like, I really want to hear this or that, but I just can't anymore. I'm just out.
Yeah,
I can't.
For sure.
Because you're gonna get hit with repetition. There's only 12 fucking notes, man. That's it. We're all working with the same shit.
Yeah.
You know who does this though? That's really good. I find Miley Cyrus. She was so many different things, and like I've been a fan since like Hannah Montana, and now she's doing fucking Joan Jett. Like she's out there with Stevie Nicks. Like they're just ripping it. Yeah. And she's gone full rock, and all of her fans just like moved with her. They were like, "Yep. Now we're all into rock. Woo!" Yep. Like
we're into it.
They love Miley. They love what Miley's concerts are like, and they love what Miley has.
Yeah.
And that's
give a fuck.
It's connecting with people. If you can connect with people, you're in.
The other thing too, and we talk about this constantly. It's that people are now, rather than buying into a band, a brand, this, that.
Right.
People are buying into people. They want to know people. So yeah, if you're out there and you're doing your thing, it doesn't fucking matter.
That's always been a thing though. Like people bought into Elvis. Like everyone bought like
100%.
People like no one wanted the rock music. None of the white moms wanted any of the rock music. But they all fucking bought into Elvis, and it's like the thing. And then all of a sudden, everyone was an Elvis fan. So I'm just like, it's always been happening. So I just think,
you're right. It's no different. It's just and that's like when you talk to smart people, and I don't mean that in any kind of derogatory way, but I'm talking about
he does.
When I talk to people that are smarter than me, which isn't many, let's be honest. When I talk to people that are smarter than me, and I'm trying to figure out like things about business or music or the music business or whatever, they always say, and everybody always says, like it's a cycle. It's a cycle. The same. What's old is new again. What's old is new again, and it keeps happening. And Sam, you're absolutely right. Like Elvis was that too. They bought into him. No matter how you package it. Right? No matter how you package what people are buying into, it's the same shit they've always bought into. They buy into genuine, they buy into people, and they buy into emotion. And if you can be genuine, show them your emotion and fucking get them to know you a little bit as a person or want to, even better. If you can not get them to know you, but you can get them to want to, you win.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. I agree.
Don't go away. We'll be back right after these messages.
What's up, guys? Going to talk to you a little bit about our sponsors real quick. Just want to start off with grillyourassoff.com. If you are going into grilling season like we are, then you know that you always need a little rub. You always need a little sauce. You need something that's going to help your grilling get better. Help those chicken breasts, right? They get a little dry sometimes. You want to make sure you're saucing them up. You want to make sure those ribs have got a nice dry rub and a saucy rub. Go to grillyourassoff.com. Check it out. I've used their stuff. It's delicious. 10% off with the promo code BACON.
Another place you can go to get 10% off with that promo code, drinkwildbills.com. They've got delicious sodas. They've got all sorts of different flavors, from sarsaparilla to birch beer to you name it. You got your root beers, you got your cream sodas, you got your creamsicles.
Yeah. Sugar-free for you guys.
Sugar-free.
Watching the waistline.
Indeed. And also, they've got some great jerky stuff. They've got, the brisket bites are A+.
Indeed.
A+. And if you go there, go to drinkwildbills.com, use the promo code BACON, get 10% off.
One more place you can use that same promo code BACON is our oldest sponsor, Poddex. If you're a podcaster, if you are a budding interviewer, if you are just somebody that has a hard time talking to people every now and then, or want to do something fun with your friends, check out poddex.com. They have these decks of cards, 50 cards per deck, 50 questions. Check it out. Learn things about your friends, learn things about people, learn how to talk a little bit more and be a little bit more comfortable. Always use the promo code BACON. Again, to get 10% off your order. They got cool swag too.
Indeed. And last but not least, of course, always frame the balls.
Yes.
Is that what you do? Frame the balls.
Frame the balls?
Well,
You could frame the balls.
You could. But if you got a bush, it's just not. It's the summer.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Use the Lawnmower 4.0. Use the perfect package and go to manscaped.com. Use the promo code BACONPOD. You get 20% off your order. And they've got all sorts of great stuff if you're a guy who's looking to feel so fresh and so clean.
Indeed. And not only do you get 20% off, but you also get free shipping.
Free shipping?
Shine up those balls. Get rid of that bush. Clean yourself up. And if you don't clean yourself up, start.
Yeah.
Bacon Pod, 20% off, free shipping. Check it out. Thank you to our sponsors. Thanks for hanging out. What's your bacon?
Hey, this is Bradley from Emerosa. Our new single, Preach, is out now. You are consuming Bacon Is My Podcast.
One thing I do know is this. We've heard that you're a big foodie.
Yes. Yes.
Cute.
Obsessed with cheese and bread.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this a little bit real quick. Are you like charcuterie board kind of like cheese and bread, or are you like
Grilled
hey,
cheese in
let's
the
make some
microwave?
weird grilled cheese shit?
I'm
Because
any type of cheese and bread, guys.
we could
I
get-
literally
we could
just
get-
made 2 grilled cheese downstairs with like craft singles, and it was so fucking delicious.
Yeah.
But I also, like, my sister has this cooking account called Chuggy Chef. It's like, you know that word chuggy that was going around for a while?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, you're trying really hard, people that try really hard.
Right.
And so she kind of was like, sure. And so she's Chuggy Chef, but she makes these like charcuterie boards that have like really fresh baguettes and like tons of different styles of brie and like all these like blue cheese and figs to put them in. It's so good. But yeah, I kind of got into that fancy bread and cheese when she started making stuff.
Having had both, if you were pressed, if there was 2 hosts of a Bacon Is My Podcast show asking you right now, Sam, what is your recipe for the perfect grilled cheese? And I want to know what kind of bread it is and what kind of cheese it is and what else is included, if anything. What would your ideal perfect grilled cheese be?
Okay, my ideal one would be white Wonder Bread.
Okay.
My mom never let me have it when I was a kid. So like
Right,
white
right.
Wonder Bread.
Mhm.
It toasts a special way. It does.
It is insane.
It
like
does.
my
It does.
mom goes away. My dad buys white Wonder Bread. I'm like, Dad, thank you. This is insane. Life changing.
It gets golden in a really
Yeah, it's
perfect
Oh my
way.
god, yes.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
would just do like Wonder White bread with Velveeta, one Velveeta, one Kraft.
Oh,
I
okay.
do one Velveeta, one Kraft. They taste the exact same, but something in my soul needs it. So I do
Mhm.
one Velveeta, one Kraft, and then I lather the butter on. If I had it my way always, I would do. Oh, so I'm speaking like broke person. Also, I just graduated from uni. So like clearly if I had it my way, I'd do like some really nice apple smoked cheddar or something. And
Well, but would you, or would you, with all the money in the world, would you still be like, I'm doing fucking Wonder Bread and Velveeta and
Yeah, that's still a thing.
you know what I mean? Like,
right. I don't know. But the thing I was saying, like I would put, if I had my choice, I would put Ready Crisp maple leaf bacon on it.
oh,
They make-
okay.
Like, you just put it in the microwave and it takes
Yeah.
like 30 seconds, and then I just crunch it all up and put it on the melted cheese and then stick it on and fry the other half.
Nice,
But
nice.
that's also like if I'm feeling like I can afford to buy bacon that week.
Right, right. I got you.
Understood.
I got you.
Bacon's real expensive now.
It is.
It's
Yeah,
really
it's a little
expensive.
weird.
Actually, it was on sale. It was on sale this week for $3.99.
Oh,
Limit of 4. I bought 4,
yeah.
and I told Jen, "Get behind me! You're buying another 4."
Shop smart.
That's the way to do it. I haven't bought bacon in months because it was expensive.
I have an extra pound of bacon. You want?
Yes, I do, because you have 8. And I would I'll take one.
That's what friends do for each other.
That is what friends do for each other.
I just recently found out. Okay, I didn't recently find out. I recently accepted
Okay.
that I don't do too well with cheese.
Right. Okay. Nobody does well with cheese. Cheese
There's
is
some people it
amazing
doesn't
in the
bother.
mouth and like suspect in the stomach.
Yeah.
It's just the way it works.
But I will say this week, so I've decided to get some like vegan cheese and stuff.
Right.
There is Go Life.
If for those of you that are watching right now, her face, as soon as he said that, was one of utter disgust.
Yeah.
And
promise you.
you know, I'm with you.
I promise you,
I'm-
I made French baguette pizza this week with the kids.
With vegan cheese? What are you, an asshole?
No, for myself. I
Okay.
gave them regular mutts.
Well, you gave your kids
Okay,
vegan
good.
cheese.
Thank God.
yeah,
You were
no,
like,
come on.
children, I love you. Fruit of my loins. Here's French baguette pizza that I have lovingly made for you. I have sprinkled it with vegan cheese.
I promise you
What kind of asshole?
that
Literal
I put-
bullshit.
tons of pepperoni. I put pepperoni, broccoli,
Mm-hmm.
and black olives on it,
Okay.
and
Done
it
with
was fucking delicious. It was great, and it melts good. That's the key. So the issue is a lot of the
Did you at least put like real Parmesan on it?
nope. I had to put a
man.
little bit extra salt. I
Jesus.
can't do it.
A bit of extra salt.
I just had to throw some salt on it. That's yeah. I'm sorry.
I don't even know you. I don't even know you anymore.
Hey, listen. When I don't want to get none, I'll
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
I'll
That's what
go
you
and
did. That was your choice. You're like, you know what? I don't want to get none. I don't want to get any love from my kids.
Yeah.
I don't want.
no, I don't
wanna-
impress it upon them.
I want to get none.
No, I get plenty of love from my kids
Because you
You
give them
gave them-
mods.
because I give them the real deal.
Oh, you gave them the real cheese.
Yeah, that's what he.
Yeah.
Hello?
He only tortured
Well, follow
himself.
the,
I'm sorry. All right. You all okay?
out of your
Okay.
fucking league, Donnie.
Dude,
Dude. Dude.
I got it.
No, for my family, I will give them the real deal. I will cook it for them. I will handle it and everything, and then
Okay.
I'll wash my hands and then I will give myself the fake shit.
Wait, are
It was
you
still delicious.
like super lactose intolerant?
I don't think so. I just know that whenever I eat cheese or milk product, it bothers me.
But you have to like
And-
wash your hands in between using real cheese and fake cheese?
It goes.
You
through
wouldn't?
It goes through your fingertips.
You wouldn't wash your hands?
Nah.
No.
That's gross. That's
No.
gross. You guys
I would just
you guys obviously you've never watched Bar Rescue.
There's 3 of us here, and 2 of us are being like, washing your hands between cheese
between
topping
cheeses.
is fucking weird.
You've never watched Bar Rescue then, have you?
I'm not working in a shit bar. I'm at home making a pizza.
I do want to talk about something I saw. on Bar Rescue.
Probably something else.
By
We
the
should
way.
probably go to something else.
Bar Rescue, I just saw an episode where the lady who was working the kitchen, they ordered a pizza,
Uh-huh.
right?
Okay.
She took the jar of ragu
Okay.
and just dumped it on,
Gross.
and it went into a plop in the middle,
Okay.
and then she took her hand and just
Oh.
just smeared it all over.
Ugh.
She just smeared it all over,
Ugh.
and then she
Like
put the
Danielson style.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, wax on, wax off. And then she put the cheese on, and John Taffer watched from the truck, and then it got out to the guests that were going to check it out, and he was like, "I'm not gonna let them eat that," and he ran in there because the most disgusting woman took the most disgusting hand in the world and just went.
And
With
that
the sauce.
translated into you washing your hands between cheeses on your own house.
Yes,
Okay.
I guess so.
All right.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't
I'm not a
even
fucking
know.
savage.
I don't even know. Where's
Sounds like what fucking show am I on?
well, what show is that? Because I want to start watching it. Bars.
Right. Bar Rescue.
Bar Rescue.
Bar Rescue.
Okay, thank you. Putting it in my notes.
Okay, get the Pluto.tv app. Pluto
Right.
TV app on
It's free.
Roku.
Okay. I'm like, don't
Oh.
be playing with these O's. I cannot afford anything.
$0 over 100 and some odd channels.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pluto
it's
dot
legit.
we're- We're all about the freebies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look-
Look, this is music stuff.
We're also musicians.
We're musicians. We get it.
Not TV.
We're also musicians. We also make nothing.
Do they have Below Deck on there?
I haven't seen that show. Is that?
That shit is wild. I had to stop watching. It got way too intense for me. I was like, this is like literally worse than the Kardashians. I can't watch this. People were like, you know what? It'll be a treat. You guys just go
Okay.
and watch it. I won't tell you.
I don't even know what it's about.
Oh,
Below Deck. I'm assuming it's a boat thing.
Yeah.
It's like big yachts for like really famous people and like the drama of the people that are under the deck, like the workers.
Oh, I was like you. You almost lost me, and then you brought me back because I was like, "Oh, rich people problems." Oh,
No.
Oh, people that work for the rich people.
working on the rich people.
Right,
boat.
right.
They're like,
Yeah.
"Fuck these people.
right. Okay, I'm on board now.
Yeah.
I'm
That
on board
sounds-
Below Deck.
That sounds really stressful for a Canadian,
No,
especially.
no, I don't. Wait, are you guys not Canadian?
No, we're
We're
not
not.
Canadian. We're in New York.
We're in New York.
And you're not from Canada?
No. We
Oh.
love Canadians though.
Oh,
we do love
okay.
Canadians.
We
do
actually
love Canadians.
a couple weeks back we had our
She is our how many Canadians now?
we've had a few. We have quite a
5,
few.
6.
Yeah, probably like 5 or 6.
You might be our
Okay.
5th or 6th Canadian at this point.
So
We've
we
had,
recently
the
we've had
fellas from Silverstein have been on.
yeah.
The Bellas?
We've had 2 of the fellas from
Oh, the
Silverstein.
Bellas. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we had Josh and Paul Mark and Josh was just on a couple episodes ago.
Yes.
Oak Rest,
Oakrest.
Okay.
Yeah.
and a bunch of other people. Like we every time we talk to people from Canada, we are super excited because we know that your blood is full of sweet maple syrup.
Yes. Your heart pumps poutine. which
Yeah.
is amazing.
Oh my god, poutine is so good.
It is so good.
I've never had
Actually,
it.
it's like you're welcome, rest of the world. Like
Yeah.
that.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. You know, they in New York they call it like disco fries.
Disco fries
Is what
is
they
what
call
they call it. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I've got to tweet that or something. In New York,
Yeah.
they call poutine disco.
They do.
Yeah.
And there's no curds, no cheese curds.
No,
but
no.
it's like they put mozzarella on
Yeah.
it, mozzarella and gravy, and that's it.
Oh, I don't want it.
It's you know what? Like, it's delicious because it's French
fucking
fries,
great.
mozzarella, and gravy, so it's
I know,
delicious.
cheese and like potatoes.
Right. Yeah.
or-
Right. Like, you can't really go wrong. But I was like up in the Niagara Falls area, and I did get like real poutine once, and it is a different experience entirely.
It's crazy. Like we have a national restaurant called Smokes Poutinery, and that's like real cheese curds.
Oh man.
And it's like Canadian poutine. It's just so good. The cheese curds like really change it. It's I don't know.
They do.
The C word bothers me.
Curds?
Curd.
Yeah. Curd bothers you? I'm gonna remember that. That's
I
great.
bet disco fries are awesome though. Like I'm into it.
They are, but they're not the same thing. But they're you know what? They're adjacent. They're poutine adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I will say is also really awesome. Back in high school, what we used to do is we used to go to this one diner. We used to ask for the heart attack.
Right.
What the heart attack is fries, 4 strips of bacon,
Right.
mozzarella,
Right.
and then you take it you roll it into a softball, and then you dip it into blue cheese, and you eat it like an apple.
That's American. That's uniquely American.
That's the heart attack.
We are a fat fucking country.
Wait. What was the order again? The fries and then the
Fries, 4 strips of bacon, mozzarella.
Yeah. Don't remove the A. Italians don't take away vowels.
I'm sorry.
Don't do it.
Some mozzarella.
Don't
mozzarella.
You take it. You got to put it into like a softball form,
Okay.
and then you
Right
dip
there
it
is where you
into.
lost me.
That's what's getting me is that you're touching for a guy that washes his hands between vegan and non-vegan cheese.
I used a moisty nap. Relax.
Right?
Relax. Moisty nap.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
It's. Can I get a heart attack? Side of blue cheese. Moisty nap, please.
I don't want to order any food that I then have to like silly putty form in my hands into another.
You don't
shape.
have to. Okay, so you don't have to.
Well, I don't want anything that's suggested. Like, hey, you know how you really want to have this? Put it in your fucking hands.
You want to eat it like a fucking apple
and make a snowball out of it. I don't want that shit.
It's an apple. It's an apple.
That's terrible.
You eat it like an apple.
No, it's a snowball.
What
An apple is already
No,
an
it's
apple.
already-
A snowball you make.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So it's like a snow cone in a hand, but it's made out of
Yeah,
potatoes,
it's
fried
fucking snowball.
potatoes,
Yeah,
bacon,
it's gross.
and cheese.
Sounds gross. The way you eat it sounds gross.
The way I eat it.
The
yeah,
ingredients
Yeah, separately.
I can hang with, yeah. But like being like, hey, I put this plate in front of you. Now what you need to do is you need to take each hand. You need to put it like equator style on each side of the plate. I need you to then just mash your shit together and create
like
a ball and then eat it like an apple. It's hot and it's cheese and bacon and potato and eat it like an apple. Like that sounds awful.
The process isn't that hard though. You make it sound very
easy
difficult,
to make a snowball.
but the cheese on the top really helps contain it. I'm just
Burn
saying.
your hands.
Just
Burns
saying.
your hands.
No,
Well-
I hear you.
Well, don't be an idiot and grab it when they first put it down. And
Oh, so you're gonna wait for your
Yeah,
fries to
we-
get
Wait for
cold?
fries to get
Parents-
soggy.
Parents just don't understand. I get it.
Yeah, fries, gravy, cheese. Let's wait for a while. Let's let that really fucking
Coagulate.
Yeah,
You're welcome for that. word.
let's make a mud pie out of that. That sounds great.
Let those curds ferment.
Girl, that word.
But
I know you
Cheese-
don't like it.
cheese curds are great. I've bought cheese curds. Like I never knew that they sold them in a bag before. And I went
They're in
to
a bag.
yeah, I went to a Uncle Giuseppe's is a store around us that you can easily spend $200 in cheese.
Yeah. Oh
alone.
yeah.
And I've spent a lot on cheese. Spent a lot.
His mac and cheese
More than
is
$200.
legend
Yeah.
fucking dairy.
I've I've made when I make mac and
Legend
cheese.
fucking dairy.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah,
You get
I
it.
see the dairy at the end. Like it's like $80 in cheese. But yeah, you can buy bags of cheese curds there. And I did buy them once, and I was like, I need to check out these cheese curds and see if they're really that impressive. And like I ate one, and I was like, I'm eating the rest of this bag right now, and I'm gonna feel sick, and I'm gonna be in the fetal position, and it's gonna be worth it because they're that good.
Oh yeah, I just grab the bag and go. Like
Yeah.
when I'm at Loblaws, they've got orange curds and white curds, and I grab a bag of white curds
Ooh.
and I'm on my way.
Mine were the white curds, and
He said it's so sultry.
they were amazing.
Curds.
Mine were the white curds.
The curds.
No, you know,
You
gotta,
desensitized me to it.
see,
Sorry.
see, now you like it.
No,
Speaking of
Speaking of
cheese
curds,
and curds and
Lord
cheddar,
of the Rings,
the cheddar.
Lord of the Rings.
you know how
No.
much they love that. Actually, they love cheese in the
They do
Shire.
second breakfast.
Yeah,
It's all about the
Yeah.
bread and cheese and tea.
yeah. He doesn't know
I
about
don't know
the
about
second
that.
breakfast.
He doesn't know about the second breakfast.
I do. I know about a second breakfast because my kids eat like 3.
That's not the same thing.
No,
That's
probably
the same
not. It's probably not.
thing. It's not the same.
No.
So Sam, what was it? Was it?
I'm
was
going to
it-
find that picture.
Was it the movies? Was it the books? Was it The Hobbit? Or was it The Lord of the Rings? What got you in?
It's the movies, but it's because my family, like my older than me, all read and got obsessed.
Right.
Then I started watching movies when I was little, and I was always forced to watch like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and all those movies. Like my family loved all the series.
Right.
And I totally love them now, but at the beginning I kind of just like didn't like them, but I loved Lord of the Rings. So I've always loved Lord of the Rings, and I would be like, okay, if we're gonna have to watch a Star Wars or something, let's just watch Lord of the Rings.
Right. If it's gonna happen, let's do director's cut, first 3, all 18 hours of it.
We've got them on disc. It's the expanded edition. We've got the
Hell
whole,
yeah.
like you bring it out, it's got like 3
Yep.
slides.
It unfolds like the book.
Yeah. Then they offer you maps of everything.
Right.
You would like all look at the maps before the movie. Yeah. Honestly, it was everything, and I think for me, Lord of the Rings, like I know this is gonna get like sentimental, but the real thing for me was that it was like the fellowship, like all of these different species or like types of like species,
Right.
hobbits and dwarves and elves and men and the Ents and everything, like they
The Ents
all
were
just
awesome,
come
yeah.
together, and I don't know, it was just like I was like, look at all these people working together, I guess, when I was little, and now I just really like the battles and stuff.
Well, no, it makes sense because like if you look at any long multi movie type of thing that's been done, you have you have Lord of the Rings, you have Star Wars, you have the Marvel movies, you have you even have like to a lesser extent you have Dune, which is like a series, and but it in every one of those movies it is all about completely different ways of life coming together and working for a common goal that couldn't be achieved if those things did not work together, right? Everything is super necessary, and that's a thing that I kind of like I gravitated to later, whereas at first I was kind of like, oh, this is just awesome. I love, every game I ever played, I was like, oh, I want to be I want to be an elf, or I want to be a bard, or I want to be, an arrow, like all that kind of stuff I was super into. But as I got older, I started looking at these things and I was like, no, like they're trying to teach us in a really like easy way that like, hey, everybody's pretty fucking awesome.
Yep.
Let's all work together, because if we don't, nothing gets done, and if we do, we can save the entire universe, and everything's amazing.
1,000%. And I've
So
always
we're gonna
been so easy with that, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
People I'm like, just watch Lord of the Rings. You'll get it. You'll get it. Love
Yeah,
everyone. Watch the
It
series.
makes so much sense too. It's just like, hey, this is how life works. We're gonna show you a photo right now
Okay.
of friends of ours, a band called Sweet Tooth.
Yes.
And every Halloween we would do a Halloween show with bands all in our scene, and we would make this Halloween show. Everybody had to dress up.
Yep.
I made people mad every year because I go full method. And
Yes.
so,
It's pretty awesome.
yeah,
Except not.
I'm a total asshole
When you talk to him.
right,
it's
yeah,
awful.
because I'm in character 100%. But we want to show you this photo of friends of ours, a band called Sweet Tooth.
Now,
And
I will tell you this year we thought we had it in the bag.
yeah, you guys really almost did.
We almost did. We showed up as Super Troopers.
We weren't involved in this.
No, but you were.
I
were
was
the
there.
Nickelback fan.
Yeah, I was there as a Nickelback fan.
Totally not Frank.
Right. Yes.
Totally not
Yes.
his guitar.
Totally not my guitar player. But I was there as like that. Well, not just a Nickelback fan, but I was like the douchey rock guy.
Yeah, it was like the Affliction shirt,
Yeah, Affliction shirt. I had
studs
like
in the hat.
Yeah. Sons of Anarchy hat.
Chain
I
wallet.
had a Jugaloo sash hanging from my waist.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I had that. A puka shell necklace, all that kind of
Oh.
thing.
And he called. Yeah, he
Oh
called.
yeah, I did it all. I
he
called
called me
everybody
bro.
Called everybody bro.
Bro.
And slapped them really hard to tell them how awesome.
Oh
they
yeah,
were.
yeah.
Super
Love
physical.
that.
He was great.
I was
No,
all night. It was terrible. I made
thought-
everybody hate me.
I thought we had it in the bag. We showed up as Super Troopers.
Yes, and Super Troopers is a great costume.
And not only were we Super Troopers, but Farva, the guy who played Farva, made Car Ramrod.
Mm-hmm.
And then our friends in Sweet Tooth show up. Oh wow!
Oh, did you just blow this? Did you just blow the
I totally-
reveal?
Totally blew the
Yeah,
the
right
reveal.
there. You got it. You got it. Really?
Click Chrome. What? You have to change
Dude,
the screen share
you
settings.
blew this. You blew
Son
the
of a
reveal.
gun.
You blew the reveal.
I totally
it-
did.
Put it in the same. You're in a different window. Put it in the same window.
Okay.
Now do it.
Okay. We're
learning. We're learning stuff.
Nope.
Yeah, learning stuff.
All right. I saved the photo, so it's okay.
All right.
We're gonna save this. We're gonna save this segment,
He's just gonna hold it up to the camera, and you're gonna see it,
and you're gonna go.
and you're gonna go, "Holy fuck!" This was our friends in Sweet Tooth.
Oh, my lord, this little guy. He's so cute. Oh my god, I love them.
One.
I mean, now I love them.
One.
That night, I was like, "Son of a bitch!"
One, as a band, they're amazing.
Yeah, they're
They're
great.
Well, that's
absolutely-
an amazing costume.
But two, as a costume, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
Fantastic. And their singer is this giant man, and he was the perfect Gandalf. Like he was.
Is he the one beside Frodo?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Which makes Frodo look even smaller.
So tiny. Like I was like, this guy is literal hobbit size. What is
Right.
happening?
Yeah, Paul is pretty hobbit.
He's pretty
So-
small anyway, but then like Johnny's like
Yeah.
6'3",
Yeah,
and he's a big dude.
wonderful human.
Wonderful,
being.
loving human being.
Gives the best hugs.
He does give good hugs.
Best hugs.
And screams like a motherfucker in his
Yeah.
music. It's crazy.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous of him.
But yes, so our friends were he was Gandalf all night too. And so
Oh my God,
every time
Every time
I tried to be a douche to him, and I was like, "Yo, bro, what's up? Great show, man. You were fucking awesome." He was like, "You shall not pass."
he did do that a lot
That's
that night,
dang.
and now I get the reference.
Yeah,
It's only like 5 years later.
it happens, man.
It happens. I guess you know what? I will say this is not the first time that has come up on the show.
Yeah.
So I should probably watch those things.
Yeah.
It's on
You've
HBO, right?
Never seen them?
I don't no.
I don't even think they're on HBO anymore.
How
Why?
have you never
I think
seen
they
them?
took them off.
Lame.
I've had to like
Well,
locker them so many times.
you're lame because you've never seen them.
I'm sorry.
You're not lame, but that's a lame move. You've never seen
sorry.
any. Really?
No,
None of them?
not a one. Not
They're
a one.
honestly so good. Like,
Sam, what did you
not be disappointed? Like,
what did you think of The Hobbit when they released The Hobbit as a set of movies?
well, I
know.
I know the overwhelming opinion was like, what the fuck? Why is this in 3 movies? And why did they do this even?
Right. Why is Legolas in it?
That honestly threw me a little bit.
Right.
But like the first Hobbit movie, I really did like. And I think like it's just the whimsical, like the hobbits and the dwarves and everything. I just love it. Like, I don't even care as long as it's in that universe. Have you seen this Prime video show?
I can't wait.
I'm very excited, and I'm like, anything in the universe.
Excited.
I'm just into it.
I'm so excited.
He's very much like the I am just into it kind of guy. Like even like me, I was kind of like Morbius. Fucking really? He's like, dude, it's comic book stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah,
right, it's in the universe.
It's a terrible movie, but hey, it's comic book stuff. I want them to make more of it, so I'm gonna enjoy whatever I can.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna kick it back. I'm gonna kick it back to the cheese talk.
Let's kick it back to cheese.
All right. Well, we're gonna talk about some cheddar.
I'm sorry, Sam. I want to apologize right now for whatever that was.
So
please continue.
So the last episode, he was talking about making bread, and I said, "Well, the way we make bread,
right,
and cheese and cheddar,
right."
So we got sponsors.
I get it.
We got sponsors.
Okay.
And they help. They pay us money sometimes.
Oh my god!
Yeah. They help us make that cheddar.
That cheddar.
No,
it's the A.
Oh
cheddar.
my god.
Cheddar.
Oh my god.
Yep. And that company, one of those companies is Poddex, and
For those of
Poddex.
you listening that are not watching, I just want you to know that
Jimmy's so disappointed.
if you were able to see us at all, you would be able to tell Mike immediately because you would be like, I can't believe how white he looks and sounds. He has an Abe Lincoln beard, and he's saying cheddar.
No, it's true. I can confirm.
You know what?
Yes.
We need segues.
And you know what?
And I was stuck.
That was one.
And I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings. So I had to kick it back to the last.
You know what? We have
So
sponsors.
what are these sponsors? What is this?
I'll tell
Okay.
you what, our sponsors are precious.
Oh.
Just like our fans are, just like anybody that's
Yeah,
listening.
Sure.
And you know what? If you
Like
want to
what?
find out what our precious is,
Can I tell them?
tell them.
Cool. So it's a company called Poddex. And what Poddex does is they create cards for budding podcasters, for people who need, like, little icebreakers, people who don't have verbal diarrhea like we have. And they make decks. And within each deck, there are 50 cards. And within each card is a question. And what we like to do is have our guest pick a deck and then a random question from that deck. So,
Yay.
Sam Casey, we have the interview deck. We have interview deck 2. We've got episode deck, Would You Rather, What the Heck, What the Fuck, and How Dare You?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I hate that.
Is it weird?
It might be.
It could be.
So here's the thing that we do tell people is that
Okay.
so Poddex is marketed to kind of like anybody, which means that there are everything from literally like G-rated questions where you'll be like, that's not even, why is that in the what the fuck deck? To questions that are like,
I'm not answering that.
I'm not answering
This
that.
is this is going out to the
Retro
public.
it? Yes. that's
So you never know. It could go either way. So while Mike is shuffling the what the fuck, which he hates, deck, I will just let everybody listening know that you can go to poddex.com.
I said cheddar though. So
You did say cheddar. You can go to poddex.com, check them out. They have all these decks plus more. Plus, they have an app if you just want to do it on your phone. Although I do like the physical cards. I think it's pretty awesome. They also have some merch. If you are a person that has bought merch before, these are soft style t-shirts. And the print on the t-shirts is also soft and also kind of feels washed in. So these are not things that are going to feel rough on the nips. Because
they are Drax approved.
Everybody has nips, and everybody hates t-shirts that makes their nips fucking feel like shit. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. And these aren't that, so definitely check them out. If you do decide to get anything from poddex.com, please use the promo code BACON.
Because everything is better with bacon.
It helps the show. It saves you 10%. And, yeah, mostly it saves you 10%, but it also helps the show.
It also helps us.
Yeah.
So, Sam, we are going to...
Not everyone has nips.
Oh, you're right.
I have inverted nips.
What does that even mean?
And tons of women have them. It's a thing.
You've never seen those?
No, what does that mean?
It's
You've
like-
never seen one?
No. It's not the kind of porn I look for.
It's not a specific porn. It's just a type of
like,
nipple.
It's just a thing. Like, it's like they don't, it's not like icy cold out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not outies, but
They're
Yeah,
like
they're not
innies.
outies.
inverted tells me that they're innies.
No, they're
They
innies.
are innies.
They are innies.
So they're like a belly button? Like a shallow belly button?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's not
never
like
seen it?
you still have the boobs. You just
Right.
you should Google it. You still have the boobs. You just don't have like the actual like.
I'm going to Google it right now on the air.
Yeah, you didn't know that
I'm
was a
Googling
thing?
it. I did not know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I didn't assume that wasn't a thing, but
You know,
like,
what's funny is that Jim tells me all sorts of fun stuff, and I didn't know you didn't know that any. I've seen more than one.
You got to know about the innie nips.
oh, okay. Okay. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's like, yeah, so it's like a shallow innie belly button.
Yeah,
Okay.
you still have the areola. You just don't have the.
Right. It's just not it's
Protruding. It's just not protruding.
for those listening, if you're getting intimate with an innie, it's not a sucker, it's a French kisser. Right? That makes sense.
yeah. No. It makes total sense.
Right. It's so true. It's
Right?
so true. It's so true. Oh my god.
Yeah, it does
All
make
right.
sense. And it will become an outie.
Yeah.
Every
Eventually.
woman with inverted nips just thanked you. Anyone that's listening to this, they're like, "Thank you, sir."
So
Thank
see?
you. It's a
Do
French
that.
kiss.
Do that.
We
My Jimmy's sexual advice. If it's a part of your body that smells, put it in your face. If it's an outie, suck it. If it's an innie, French kiss it.
yeah,
That's it. You'll do fine.
sweet. We're here to educate.
We're an educational
Yeah.
That's what we
podcast.
do. That's what we do.
I think if people follow those simple rules, they're going to do fine.
No, honestly, like,
You can start there, figure it out.
yeah.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Oh no,
The more you
I
know.
wanted
just
to
learned
know,
something.
like, let the readers know if you don't have nips, it's all okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So those T-shirts will be even more comfortable.
Yes,
Anyway.
all your teachers are comfortable, but they'll be comfortable anyway.
But they'll even be more comfortable because you know what? They'll be comfortable on the armpits because they won't be like the rough stitch. I hate the rough stitch.
There you go.
Stitch.
Right? That weird rough stitch, like, oh, we want to be short cuffed. Like, no, I don't want that shit. Get that out of my armpits. Yeah, I got you. All right.
I'm gonna fan these out,
Yeah, let's do that.
and
I'm going to
Jim.
take the finger of power, and we're going to go from my right to my my left to my right, your right to your left. My directions are all over the place. You tell me when to stop, and that will be your question, and we'll see what we get. So we are moving.
Stop.
Stopping right here. All right. Sam, have you ever done something unbelievable, only no one was around to see it, and you were like, fuck?
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't even think. Okay. One time, my dog and I went for a walk when I was younger.
Is this your dog, Ozzy?
Yes. Okay, Queen. Like, how do you know my dog? Yes.
We've got top-notch research people here
everything.
at Big Podcast. So,
so yeah, me and Ozzy were out for a walk. He was a bit bigger than me at the time because I was probably like 9 or something. And we're in Canada, so the streets, we were having a little ice storm, and the streets were a bit slippery. And Ozzy saw, I guess, a squirrel or something like that, and he rode down, he started like going down the hill, and I, with my boots, held on to him like a snowboard, and like basically snowboarded down my hill with him pulling me. It's like a very steep hill.
Shit.
And I did pee myself, like at the bottom of the hill, was like, oh my god, crying. But then when I told my parents about it, I'm like, and then I peed myself, and like and he was such a bad dog, and they were like, there's no way that happened, kind of thing. And I was like, I just like walked my dog and then peed myself on the way home, and that's it. Like that's the whole story. I just was like, gotta go. Like no. So yeah, I guess that was like
no, really... I was dog sledded from my feet.
I was.
That's awesome.
It was the most Canadian thing that's ever really happened to me. I was like, holy shit, I'm actually snowboarding down this cement hill right now on these snow tracks.
I feel like we're headed.
I mean, is it the most Canadian thing? I mean, you've been very pleasant. You also are all about poutine.
Yeah.
We know you played hockey.
Oh yeah.
And you've been dog sledded in bare feet down a hill. You are Canadian, my dear. You are Canadian.
we know such things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think.
What a great wrap up.
That's it. That's all.
I mean, that's it. That's awesome.
I think.
I love. You should at every show like
He's
that.
got to go do his vegan pizzas. He's on a tight schedule right now.
It's no, it's 11:30. There's nothing happening after this. The house is sleeping. I'm here. I'm here for a little while.
Is this your studio in your house?
The Eye of Sauron is not on him.
It yes.
He doesn't get it, but yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
It's in my garage.
At the beginning of COVID, actually, when we this whole show was birthed out of us, both our bands not being able to do anything because of COVID, and we wrote songs together, and we were like, hey, do you want to get together and write some songs? And he built this studio. The first few episodes of Bacon is My Podcast are in the garage before studio.
No.
Aren't
The
they?
first no. Not
The first one, at least. We
No.
at least did one. We didn't. We were already in here when we started.
Well, that was because
we were writing. Okay,
writing.
my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
When we wrote this is an actual garage, and it was 112 degrees.
Yeah,
and it sucked.
Yeah,
it sucked. But we still wrote. We
it
wrote
was
a lot.
hot.
We wrote a lot.
We did write.
But then when we were writing, we were like, we bullshit for the first 2 hours and drink whiskey,
and talk shit.
Yeah. Why not?
Let's just do this for a
make money
little
off
bit.
it. Like, come on.
Right? And we were like, do you think anybody would want to hang out? He actually did that. He was like, I'm going to reach out to some people and see if they want to hang out with us and talk. And I was like, yeah, let's fucking do that.
It's
awesome.
Hilarious. It's a great vibe.
and now we're here with you.
And now we're here with you. And these lights work again.
Yes.
You see these lights that are over there? Yeah. They weren't working for a long time.
Yeah.
And now they do.
Yeah.
They also don't turn
Guys.
off. So
They don't turn off either.
no, it's either
He came back from a
wait,
trip
hold
and all
on.
the lights were on.
Hold
And he
on,
was
hold
like,
on.
I guess they work again.
Let me work this. It's
Oh, they're
works
red.
red.
Okay,
Whoa.
they're red.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's red or
or
white.
multi. Red feels like angry.
Well, that's what I walked into, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Is this possessed by demons?" But
Nice.
it's also the white, and then
Red is like we can make like an industrial fuck rock record.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Watch that shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So this is legit. It's legit.
Well, I
Amazon.
love the video. It looks great. Thank you.
Amazon,
so much.
$30.
Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for so long. We appreciate it.
What we do want is for you to tell everybody where they can find everything you.
Yes, absolutely. All the
So-
music, all the you, what's coming up, let them know.
I have 2 EPs coming up in the next year. They're on the way, mastered, ready to go. We're just waiting for them, waiting for the release dates. We've got some more music videos coming out. We just came out with a music video today with Alex Exists, and it's super fun. But all of this can be found on itsmesamcasey.com, or you can just go to my Instagram page at itsmesamcasey. And then also with Pop Guru, the whole label's amazing. There's so many artists under the label that you should definitely listen to. And yeah, that's at Pop Guru Sound and Vision. So between those 3 links, you can find everything I've ever done in my whole entire life.
Fucking do it.
If you guys want to get more in depth into how she writes her songs and where the songs came from, there's a couple interviews out that you can check out. You can go to itsmesamcasey.com and check out stuff there. Everything's from journal entries. It's from your own personal life. We didn't get into as much of that, but we might have to do another episode. We might have to have you back. We'll get into more stuff. You know what I mean?
We could do that. We
But,
have the technology.
we are able to make that happen. We tell to everybody that's here, you're welcome back anytime, and it has been awesome.
No. We don't tell that to everybody. We tell it to everybody who's awesome.
Right, but I like to say it.
Yeah,
when
everybody's awesome.
I like to say it when we're on air, so the people that we didn't tell it to are like, "Wait, were we not awesome?" And it's like, "Yeah, you weren't. You weren't."
Well, that should be food for thought.
Yeah, if you're listening and you weren't invited back, it's because you kind of sucked.
Don't take it too personally, but
no, take it very personally.
But also,
you were a bad guest.
Yes.
But this was awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing so much about you and what you're doing and Lord of the Rings and cheese and bread and everything with us. Thanks for hanging out with us. Everybody that's listening, remember.
Oh, it's test time, isn't it?
Ask yourself every single day, what is it that makes your life a little bit better? What is it that makes life a little bit tastier? What makes the good times gooder? What makes the bad times better? What is it? Sam, do you remember the question?
What is your bacon? What is your bacon, baby?
Woo!
Son of a bitch! You get me every time.
Fucking did it again.
Get me every time.
I did it again. I got pizza on the grill.
Oh, I love it.
But I will
Can't
say
wait.
this. Sim Casey's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, her music is great, but as a person, she's a lot of fun to hang out with and talk to, and yeah.
Yeah, like she's just like, it's like hanging out with somebody that you've known for a while. It really is. You know, like that kind of vibe. At least I got that. I got that completely, where it was just like, oh, we can just hang and talk. And what's cool is, like, I got that right off the bat, because she jumped into the room like with a high life in her hand.
Yeah.
Like, comfortable, like ready to just chat, and she was like, all right, we're here, we're good, like, it was very cool. We talked about a lot of food. We talked about, like I said, we talked about Lord of the Rings. You guys
talked about cheddar.
You heard it. Yeah, you said cheddar.
Where do you make that cheddar, Jim?
I love it. I love it.
Where do you make that bread, Jim?
Right. I don't know what you're talking about.
Where are your social medias, Jim?
Find me on the social medias at Jimmy G Shoes everywhere. You know, I'm working on it. I'll make it more interesting soon. Oh, fun fact. During the episode, you heard it. I'm sure everybody heard it out there. I move a lot with my hands. I'm one of those people. And I came down, and you have a new chair.
Yeah,
You
you totally hit my
new
chair.
Not only did I hit your chair, I literally thought I broke my hand.
Oh.
I hit it so hard that my brain was like, fuck! It hurt so bad.
So you can find
So bad.
you can find swollen photos of that tomorrow on Jimmy G Shoes.
It's not swollen, but yet. But if it's swollen, I'll put pictures up. Oh my god, it hurt. It still hurts.
Well, at least it's your strumming hand. It's
so
not your
dumb.
finger hand.
So dumb.
And you strum guitar in one band?
I strum guitar in the band Craving Strange.
Yes.
I also I sing and strum guitar for the band Craving Strange. Find us at cravingstrange.net. You can find all our socials through there. Check it out. We got new music pretty regularly. So find it, check it out.
Do
How
it.
about you, buddy?
Me, personally, I am at me, my own self, Mike. You can find things about my family. You can find things about my goings-on with my work endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
You can find things going on with my band endeavors, my podcast endeavors, all of the things that happen in my life. And my band is Something Heavy. At Something Heavy Music on all the socials. You can check us out on all the streaming platforms and whatnot. But you can also check out baconismypodcast.com. Why is that important?
Yeah, you can check. Well, because you can find everything there. You can find episodes of the show. You can find links to our sponsors. You can find links to the Patreon if you want to become a patron and be a super help to the show. Shout out to all our patrons there. We got more stuff coming at you guys soon. Even more ad-free episodes, even more extra live streams, even more video watch-alongs. We might even be doing something with Sam and doing a Lord of the Rings thing.
Yeah.
That might be on there too. Tastings, all that kind of stuff. Check that out over there. Check out our music, Bacon is My Passion. And check out our swag, Bacon is My Fashion. You can find all that at baconismypodcast.com. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Also, ask yourself one really, really important question.
Pretty much the most
It is
important question.
the most important question
Yeah.
that you can ever ask yourself, right?
What is it that makes your day better? What is it?
It's that thing, right?
Makes your life a little bit tastier. What makes the bad things better and the good things gooder? What makes everything great?
What's your bacon?
What's your bacon? My hand really